Roelf, thanks for joining me today. We're here to chat about Indaba 2022 and our upcoming trip to South Africa, which is from the 25th of October to the 1st of November. The plan is to visit Durban, Johannesburg, Cape Town and Stellenbosch in that period of time and do some seminars on the Isle of Man. So from an Isle of Man perspective, what are we looking to achieve down there?
Yeah, Martin, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with you. I love the Isle of Man, and being South African, I love South Africa as well. So to speak about the Indaba and business between the Isle of Man is for me the best of two worlds. You know, it's two parts that I love, and bringing them together for me is actually quite nice to do. You know, it's honoring my roots, but also honoring where we are now. So speaking about the Indaba, I think the Indaba for me is one of those opportunities where we can bring advantages of one jurisdiction to another jurisdiction. And the advantages that the Isle of Man can offer to South Africans is huge, but not only in terms of facilitating the business itself, but also bringing benefits back to South Africa as well. You know, and that for me is always important. It's not extracting business, but it's helping South Africans to actually build a better life for themselves. So the Indaba is centered around a couple of service providers in the Isle of Man that is coming through to South Africa twice a year to promote and make ourselves available for people to speak with us about the benefits of international trade, international business, and then very importantly, something close to my heart, is how to protect families that has become international. In other words, they don't all live in South Africa any longer. How to facilitate that and make sure that they are in a safe space. And the Indaba is the unique opportunity to make us as service providers available to the audience in South Africa to come and ask us questions and speak with us.
So when you look at that range of businesses coming down, what do they range through?
So it's quite a wide range, and there is a slight change every single time that we do go. Every trip has different participants. And we try and bring a wide as possible variety of service providers of the Isle of Man with us every single time. In this trip in October, we will have trust and corporate service providers. That means people that can help you set up trusts, foundations, partnerships, companies in the Isle of Man. We've got investment managers coming down with us and asset managers from a South African term. We also have banks coming with us. And very excitedly, we've got pension providers or pension advisors that is coming with us that can speak with people about their pensions this time. Mm-hmm. So I'm also very quick to say that it's not only one representative of each of these industries, but multiple representatives. So you've got a width and a depth in each one of those that is coming through this time, Martin.
And when you look from an Isle of Man perspective, there's obviously a lot of collaboration with providers going down. I know government are quite supportive of that as well.
Yes, absolutely. I don't think we can do this trip without government. So although they're not one of the service providers, they're a fundamental element in life in the Isle of Man. And having government on the ground with us is a great benefit where people can have that direct discussions with government itself. And we are also very privileged and honored that this time the Chief Minister will be coming with us and will be speaking as a key speaker at some of our events. And it's important for us to show that link, to show that South Africa is that important to the Isle of Man, that our Chief Minister is carving time out of his busy program to come with us to South Africa.
Indeed. And just to finish off, one quick question around the Isle of Man. What does it have to offer for those South African opportunities?
Wow, there is so much that the Isle of Man can offer. You know what? I think the Isle of Man is sometimes people underestimate what the Isle of Man can do. For me, there's a couple of key elements in that. The first one is that the Isle of Man becomes a gateway for people that wants to start international trade. So it facilitates that link between businesses in South Africa that wants to trade with other countries, and in other countries, the Isle of Man becomes the gateway for them. Secondly, in terms of just facilitating transactions, that inflow and outflow of investments into South Africa. And I have to stress, it's not only an outflow of investments out of South Africa, but also facilitating capital coming back into South Africa. That element for me is very important. And the Isle of Man is used to dealing with international transactions. We are not faced that there can be 3-4 currencies in one transaction. We can deal with it. We can deal with multiple jurisdictions. Something that is close to my heart is that the Isle of Man is ideally positioned to give families that has become international a safe place to trade with. Isle of Man is very central. It's a very neutral country to deal with. And therefore, for families and wealth creators that wants to make sure that their wealth is secure for future generations, the Isle of Man is absolutely ideal to build this as a hub for their family wealth. And from here to look after the university fees for their children, to provide for their future generations. And it's not only depending on one industry. If we look at the businesses that we can set up, there is a wide variety of businesses that can be helped. And it's almost all industries that can find a home or a gateway through the Isle of Man. I would say that is a fair summary and a short summary of what the Isle of Man can offer in that regard, Martin.
Great. Well, good luck with the trip, and thanks for your time today, Roelf. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Martin. Thank you for the opportunity.